last instrument that was left in the music room. I was like 12. There was an announcement, you know, if you want to play instruments and join the band or the orchestra, come down and get your instruments. So as usual, I was late. And I got down there, and the only thing that was left was a real nasty-looking acoustic bass in the corner. And I played and made my life goal trying to make it to sound good, because it was a nasty-sounding thing. When I started out, I was mainly an acoustic bass player. I mean, that's really like what I really am, you know. I know, I've gained a certain amount of notoriety with the electric bass, but really what I am is an acoustic bass player. That's the first instrument I played in orchestras, played in jazz groups. But later, I think I was 16 years old and I played in a school dance, and I had like an electric bass. It was a Kent bass, and it cost me $35. And I just noticed, man, you know, it was just easier to talk to the girls, and it all boils down to that in the end. So that began my electric bass career. The first amplifier I had was a company, was it a Sun amp? No, that was later. Sun was later. Ampeg. Sure. Ampeg. I had like a B15 or something like that. The tubes turned the head over, yep, sticking up, you know. It was great. Warm amp, you know, very warm, really nice. Well, yeah, the Spellbinder Blue was something developed by a friend of mine. His name is Tom Lieber. He's a great luthier himself, and also he loves electronics and building things. And we thought of coming up with an amplifier, you know, that was nice, that you could take around, that would sound good, that you could put an electric bass through, as well as an acoustic bass, but more importantly, an electric bass through it. And you could turn it up, and it wouldn't sound, I mean, first of all, the amp wouldn't walk across the floor, and then second of all, it would have a good tone. Like, you know, you play the low end on this thing, and even though this is not a straight electric, this is like an acoustic, but you know, it's a good tone. You know, it's really a good, warm tone. So one of the things that drew me to the SWR product in the first place is, you know, the warmth. It's really important to me that when you put a bass through an amplifier, that the tone is at least warm, because guys are playing melodies, they're playing, you know, you're playing music. And so it's nice, you know, for it to translate through a speaker with, you know, with some warmth. Sure, absolutely. I've actually recorded with the acoustic bass. You know, it sounds good because it's clean. You know, for me, it's important, particularly with an acoustic bass. I'm probably a little more picky with that. I like to put a bass, an acoustic bass, through an amplifier and have it coming out sounding acoustic. Now, there's another amp. I have a blonde amp. I forget the name of it, but it's an SWR product that I put it. What's it called? Natural blonde. Yeah, natural blonde. And I put the acoustic bass through that, and it sounds like an acoustic bass, you know, when it comes out on the other side. That's really important. So this is true. This is pretty good. You know, put the acoustic bass in. You know, because one of the reasons why I like this with the acoustic bass is because when you have an acoustic bass, and if you have an amp that's too big, that's next to it, that's putting out bass waves that are too wide, it goes back into the acoustic bass and it creates a loop. And on the live stage, it's problematic. Well, yeah, when I was playing with Return to Forever, you know, Lenny, I was next to Lenny. Lenny had some big bonzo drums up there with some elephant bass drums sound. And so I had to, you know, when I picked up the acoustic bass, there was a tune we do called No Mystery. That's it's acoustic, but it's pumped, and so I had to have I used my SWR rig. I went through it, no problem.